Okay, welcome back. You missed literally nothing. You missed Capcom Presents, maybe?
Yeah,
How you doing on the next day, man? How's it going? And of late October is when this will air.
yeah.
How's your late October going?
It's going great. It's almost Halloween.
It's almost Halloween, you know?
Halloween word.
Pumpkins, leaves,
Leaves.
Halloween costumes, candy.
Trick or treating.
Man, we sound like aliens trying to pretend they're human.
Yeah.
Damn, they had FM 75.5. FM doesn't go that low.
No.
Maybe they have like a secret radio station.
Yeah.
What kind of music does Nero listen to?
Like it has to be like punk music.
It has to be edgy. It has to be
Yeah.
something edgy, right? It's funny though, because Nero, I don't know that much about 4, but Nero was like the not the edgy people were not his employers originally. They were like angel people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anything about angels in
His
this
like
world.
his like girlfriend or whatever is like part of this like church or something. I don't know. I played the first like 15 minutes and that's what I got out
You
of
said
it. But
and I know he's motivated by her at some time.
yeah,
Right?
His name's Kyrie, and she's like his
Kyrie.
motivation.
How does it sound like a Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah,
But
sounds like Kyrie.
it sounds like Kyrie, yes. But when I think about like, I don't know why, I was reminded of the everyone's favorite Final Fantasy 15 character, Luna Freya, who is like this worthless motivation character who like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like Noctis is like, but she matters. Smile. And
You're
then
like-
Ben B's like, no, they're all gay, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, this is the cool intro sequence where they, roll some heads.
Yeah, it's pretty baller.
They Van has the deluxe edition, and in the deluxe edition you can get the version of the cutscenes where they like. So what is the word for
It's
it?
called a pre-visualization.
They pre-visualized all the cutscenes. They did like, low budget costumes and stuff, and they like physically visualized and recorded what they were gonna do.
Yeah.
Which totally makes sense from a creative standpoint. But if you like watch these clips, it is fucking like ridiculously stupid.
It's so great.
It's so goofy.
like
It's,
Nera's just an action figure that they rotate on a stick.
on this part, right?
Yeah, like right here.
Because they obviously can't act to this because it's in slow motion.
And yeah, and he's just doing impossible stuff.
At my peak, I listened to this song maybe like I have a Last FM account which tracks my Spotify listens. Me and Ben B do it, so I can see what I've been listening to the most. I think my peak for this song, I listened to it like 56 times in 1 week, something like that. Like it's so good.
It's awesome.
I'm super into like these like crazy good visual or vocal songs in games because I like video game music, but I'm not just gonna like listen to it in my downtime. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know if you do that, but I don't.
No, I maybe like some Persona songs, but that's about it.
Right. Like Tokyo Daylight, that has lyrics technically. No, but all the Persona tracks I listened to a ton. Persona 5 tracks I listened to a ton last summer. And they're crazy good. Some of the dungeons in Persona 4 have insanely good music too.
Yeah, the sixth one is like.
That's the one I was thinking of when I
that
said
one's
that.
so good.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
The only problem is it like restarts the song every time you get into a battle, so you
And
hear like this.
you get the first 30 seconds over and over. Jackson's like,
Yeah.
you're going to get to the good part, and then it'd fight
And
another
then-
battle, and he'd be like, you're going to get to the good part. Just wouldn't happen. Anyway, cool intro sequence.
Yeah, don't
Nero,
smoke.
This game does not promote smoking or the use of cigarettes. That's good. That's a
Yeah.
good message.
Yeah.
I know Nico's new in this game, right?
Yeah, Nico's new character.
Is there, obviously there was no, like, Nero not having an arm thing until this game, I assume.
Yeah.
So there wasn't anybody that, like, filled her role. Her role is she makes the Devil Breakers,
Breakers.
For Nero, the arms. But, was there ever, like, I guess there never was the need for, like, a mechanic character. Who's the one Nico talks about when she meets Dante? What character?
It's like it's. I'm pretty sure it's the person that made Ebony and Ivory.
Oh, yeah.
Dante's two.
And is
guns,
that her grandpa?
I think it's her. I think it's her either. It's either her dad or grandpa. I can't remember. But.
that Another funny thing about this game is whenever you call Nico on the phone, she will show up with the van no matter where you are, even if you're like in like the depths of hell. She'll just like show up with the van. No, but the thing I was saying at the end of the last episode is that like Capcom really was like, people were like, God, Capcom fucking sucks. They don't listen to their players, and that's like everyone. EA doesn't do that, and Activision, everybody, right?
Yeah.
But then Capcom was like, what if we made games?
Yeah, they used their noggin.
They were like, what if Nintendo Switch had games?
That's true.
And then it had games. Is the Devil May Cry HD collection on the Switch?
One. They're all individually on it because Nintendo, but they're not together in a collection.
So you can just not own 2 then. That's cool.
3, honestly, the Switch is probably the best way to play 3 because you can switch styles mid-combat only on the Switch. They added that for that, but you couldn't do it.
God, I don't know why that ends up happening. So yeah, the thing I was saying earlier about the game, does not a whole lot happens in the game. I'm pretty sure the whole game takes place in like a day.
Yeah.
So it's 5:20 a.m. right now. They're off are super early in the morning. Those are like me going to the airport hours early, right? Like I've never been on a flight that was like actually right in the middle of the day, like when everybody flies.
Yeah.
My dad is like, he finds the flights that are cheap. So all the flights I've been on are like 5 a.m. or they're like 12 a.m. or they're all the middle of the night. I cannot associate driving to the airport and it being bright outside together. It just doesn't. Every time I've driven to the airport, it's fucking pitch black. It's the middle of the night, right? Anyway, that's totally irrelevant to what I was saying. Nintendo. I always wonder about how those ports happen. How like they're like, oh, actually, we're gonna like add this like one feature for this one version of the game. And also, it's the Switch, so like add $10 to the price. People are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
The Switch as a console is very successful, and there are many more passionate Nintendo fans than you and I. But I think it's actually suboptimal for everything that's not a Nintendo game. You
Yeah.
have to buy on it. I'm like most of us have like pretty solid computers, right? And like, if you can get it on a computer, or you should get it on a computer. PlayStation, I think, serves a similar purpose for me now.
Yeah, I mean,
Just for whatever games you can only play there. Because, like, you know, it's like you have to play on PlayStation to play a game with a controller, right? This is that dumb conversation me and Jonah have all the time, which is, Jonah, you can just play games on the computer. You don't need a PlayStation. And he goes, well, what about the trophies? And I'm like, dude.
there's achievements on Steam.
Jonah used to be a big Xbox gamer, and I figured he would stick with Xbox because gamer score is much cooler than trophies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Gamer score isn't really cool. Achievements aren't really cool, but
seeing a big number is better than
seeing a big number is cool. You're like, dude, that achievement got me score. That's cool, right? Anyway,
this is kind of the lamest boss in the game. But,
so it's super easy. Yeah, I remember this boss being really easy. Fucking Jonah switched to PlayStation, and now he's like, bro, I can get all the trophies, bro. He's not even like particularly an achievement hunter or someone that's like good at video games, or it's like it's like Jonah. It's like, you know, oh yeah, that's a spoiler. Nero has cool devil powers, but they don't actually get revealed until the end of the game. But we won't explain them. We'll just let Van use them when he needs to. Yeah, that was kind of mean. That was kind of mean. Giant demon boss statue.
Come on. Alright.
I gotta say, I find it weird that like every PC game has Xbox One tooltips for the controllers.
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, this is the best part about getting the demon powers is that you can do these cool like animations like that, cutscene moves after you finish the game.
And then just to explain what's happening in the game a little bit, because Van, you know, you can just like look at the game and be like, oh, he's hacking and slashing. There's not much to be explained, but Nero has a bunch of arms. He's a bunch of like robot arms that like do different things, and the one Van is using is like a dash. It's like basically a upward diagonal dash, right?
Yeah, it just gives you. Yeah, it just lets you stay in the air for longer.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
a lot of them do like a bunch of attacks or like it depends, right? Like there's the one that fucks with time, which is useful once. That one part where there's like spikes coming out of the wall.
Oh yeah. Ragtime Super.
I hated that part. That was not fun. What if we made our game a platformer for 5 minutes? Yeah. It's like, oh god. All right, 2 months ago, what happened then? Oh yeah, this part does not make sense at all when it happens. Right?
Yeah, it's just very random.
They're just balling, doing their thing, and you know.
Be right there.
Nero was already like a pretty cool devil hunter because now Dante meets him in 4, right? And
yeah.
they become, you know, associates. I wouldn't say Dante really has friends, but they become like associates, you know. But then
Dante's friends with
also Lady, is his arm supposed to be like that right now? Nero's.
Yeah. Because
he just has a devil arm.
Oh wait, did he have a devil arm right there?
It looked like he had a devil arm.
No. He has his. Yeah, he has like a devil. He has it in 4, and this is like why this is like a big deal or whatever.
So Nero's just like, what if I, you know, smack talk this guy while having my back turned, and then a funny hooded man appears and kind of just, you know.
Yeah, that's like.
It's like activating.
Yeah, and he has that in 4, and it's like a thing, and then like Darth Sidious comes up,
and then funny Star Wars man appears and, you know, throws him against the wall. No, I just God, you know, there are some things that you like. There's some things you hear a lot about that you're like, that's honestly tiring. If I never heard anyone talk about that again, that would be cool. And Star Wars is one of those things for me.
Yeah.
If no one ever talked about Star Wars again, I would not care at all.
I think a lot of people are really done with it. Like, they just...
Ow. There goes his arm. Now it's his funny sword. There he goes.
And then he's like, I'm out of here.
That's just the edgiest fucking slice dimension open.
Yeah.
Walk through hole. No, but no, like Star Wars now is like, I don't like want to comment on whether or not I think it's good or bad anymore. I just know the original movies are good, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't care.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Speaking of that, what are they even doing for Star Wars now?
I have no idea. Well, they're doing. They said they were gonna do another trilogy, but at this point, I honestly don't think there's enough. Like, I mean, there is, but it's not like when The Force Awakens came out anymore. Like, people don't care as much about it.
All right, next time on Ben's Play, we'll continue on to Mission 2, and good job with that S rank, man. Yeah. We'll probably not talk about Star Wars anymore. I just wanted to bring up how uninteresting that was. Always bet on red.